Thank you, Mr. Slocum. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes. Mr. Chilson, America has what some have described as a golden opportunity to lead in the next generation of AI, but many barriers still exist, as has been mentioned. What is really holding us back from reaching our full potential, such as securing investment in private capital?
So there are many challenges for this moonshot, and I want to endorse Mr. Mills' idea that it's private industry that's going to drive this ahead, and it's Congress's job to build the right launch pad for this moonshot. And so clearing the launch pad is the first thing. And I think especially in the energy space, permitting processes that slow down the ability to deploy and build new energy, not in a way that actually achieves, in many cases, the economic or the environmental benefits that we're seeking, but in a way that just drags things out unnecessarily slow and gives veto points to people who don't necessarily have environmental concerns in hand.
Artificial intelligence is exploding across the globe, but is America falling behind? Today, let's break down a powerful moment from Capitol Hill, where Congressman Eric Burlison asked a simple yet critical question: what's holding us back from reaching our full potential with AI? The answers might surprise you, so stick around. Experts are calling this a once-in-a-generation opportunity, America's AI moonshot. But before we can take off, we need a solid launch pad. And right now, that launch pad is cluttered with red tape. Outdated permitting processes, slow government response times, and unclear policies are all stalling innovation. It's not a lack of talent.
The other big challenge, I think, in this space is a transformation that we're seeing largely at the state level about how we consider software and how we regulate software. And so software traditionally has been regulated not directly, but indirectly in the uses in which it's put. So, for example, we have regulation on medical devices, which often incorporate software. We have regulation on transportation. Cars are rolling computers at this point. And so when we regulate at the use rather than at the general computation level or the general software development level, we get closer to the harm, we get closer to the goals of regulation, and we avoid really unintended consequences. And so states are rolling out these big picture regulatory schemes for software. I think that's a real challenge, and I think it's something that Congress needs to step in on.
Thank you. My other question has to do with the fact that there's been a lot of fear, a lot of concern or worry about what the potential outcomes might be. But to me, I see the potential for how our economy is going to pivot and grow, and the tremendous opportunities that we will receive. Why do you think Americans should be more excited about the prospects and the job opportunities that AI might bring than be fearful?
It's not a lack of talent, it's a lack of speed and support. Let's talk about regulation, because this one's a beast. Instead of regulating how AI is used, like in medicine or transportation, some states are trying to regulate software itself. That means developers are forced to navigate vague, overreaching policies that stifle creativity. One expert said it best: we're punishing the tool instead of the misuse. Here's why this matters. AI is already changing lives. A recent example: a paralyzed woman who hadn't spoken in years can now communicate using a brain-reading AI system at nearly 90 words per minute. That's not science fiction, that's now. And that's exactly why America can't afford to be slow on this. Even when companies are ready to build, they're blocked. Data centers, crucial for running AI systems, face huge delays. Construction can be done in 18 months, but getting the energy infrastructure approved, 5 to 7 years on average. That's insane. We're building the future with 20th-century policies.
Well, I think why is artificial intelligence important? It's because intelligence is important, and the ability to deploy new powerful computation to some of the most challenging problems that we have as humans. The healthcare space is an amazing example of this. I just saw this morning there is a new paper in Nature that is giving a woman who has not been able to speak for years, she's fully paralyzed, it can scan her brain, and she can speak by thinking the words in her head. And she can speak at 90 words per minute, which is slightly slower than I'm speaking, but not that much, right? And that's really impressive. That is the type of medical benefit that's direct. Outside of that, the economic benefits from efficiency, my written testimony goes into them much more. Trillions of dollars of potential benefit in this space.
Thank you. Mr. Levy, how do we begin to implement,
Century
let me ask this
policies.
question.
If you're into real talk about AI, policy, and the future of tech, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started. The numbers don't lie. AI has the potential to pump trillions into the U.S. economy. From healthcare to logistics to cybersecurity, the efficiency gains are massive. But every year of delay costs jobs, investment, and leadership on the world stage. The question isn't can we lead, the question is will we let ourselves? So what's really holding America back from reaching its full AI potential?
Let me ask this question. You described that we have different, that once we unlock this technology, that we have some real life examples of services that are stopping us from doing so. How do data centers support, or what kind of real world examples of regulations and things that are hindering you from your data centers from moving forward?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I appreciate the question, and I would tell you that we are seeing a lot of barriers that are holding us back from moving forward as quickly as we can to meet these demand signals. Clearly, energy permitting is one, and the asynchronous timelines around which data centers can be constructed and potentially operated, but then be energized is very much a challenge. We could put a data center facility from groundbreaking to commissioning 18 months to 2 years. In order to get energy projects online, we're looking at 5 years of permitting on average, up to 7 years for permitting alone for transmission infrastructure. We're also seeing some challenges, regulatory barriers when it comes to equipment, particularly electrical equipment.
Thank you. My time has expired.
It's not a lack of genius, it's bureaucracy, misaligned regulations, and infrastructure gridlock. The good news? These are problems we can fix if we act fast. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is the U.S. doing enough, or are we sleepwalking through an AI revolution? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and stay future ready.